inspiration.
The Inspiration Junkie radio show is your place for positive, uplifting, and inspirational music and stories about real life and real people. Get your fix right here on the Inspiration Junkie radio show.
Oh, this is my inspiration.
Welcome back to the Inspiration Junkie radio show.
I'm Teresa Rowe.
And I'm Brian Smith. We're your hosts for the show. So, Teresa, we've got another song, right?
We do. It's Traveling Soldier by the Dixie Chicks.
Oh, a soft spot for me. Traveling Soldiers. I'm a real patriot.
So tell me about it.
Well, first of all, liked the Dixie Chicks. This was a pretty early song. This is kind of an old song, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. It is. It dates back to, I believe, 1999.
Yeah, so it got some age on it, but I'm just a heck of a patriot, and I'm one of those people that feels like the American public always looks for a hero.
Yes, you're right.
And the heroes are among us all the time, every day, and all you have to do is just look around, because there are so many heroes around us. All you out there, look around. There's heroes in our midst. They walk around every day with us, and I always tell my family and friends, every soldier, every person that serves, whether they're serving as a cook, as as an MP, as a fighter pilot, they all have a story that needs to be heard, because these soldiers have faced things for us that most people wouldn't want to face.
Absolutely.
And it's a big deal. And so we constantly have to be aware that when we're looking at a veteran, it's not all glamour and glory. They bring home with them a lot of baggage.
Yes, and we should go up and respect them and shake their hand and teach our children and our grandchildren to do that and thank them. I know my twin sons, it amazed me when they were little boys, and I didn't have to tell them this. There was just that authority that whoever was wearing a uniform, whether it be someone that was in the Army or Navy, or maybe it was a police officer or someone, a fireman, they would always go up and shake their hands, and they were just drawn to them.
Yes, and I'm all the time doing that. If I'm at a restaurant or in public somewhere, I'm always walking up to anybody in a uniform, and it really doesn't matter too much. Well, I mean, obviously not a maintenance uniform, but a first responder's uniform, whether there be an ambulance driver or a firefighter or a police officer or a soldier from any of the branches of the service. They're all doing a job that most of us wouldn't want.
Absolutely. There's an incredible story, and there's a movie. There was a book called Unbroken, and there's a movie called Unbroken about the Olympian. Yes.
Yeah, a friend
Louis
of mine told me about that.
Incredible. Yeah. Well, this was in World War II, and the Japanese tried to break him, tried to literally kill him. And he had such a strong constitution. And I look at my father's generation. If my father was still around, he would be in his late 80s, and that generation was made like of steel.
Yes.
I mean, they were conservative. They didn't mess around. They were hard workers, and they took pride in the United States of America.
Yes.
And people like that, and I'm sure there's young people like that, but not like there used to be.
Right. There was so much honor in those generations that came before us from World War II and the Korean conflict, and even into Vietnam. There was so much honor amongst the soldiers, even though now everybody, it's an all-volunteer army now. And I say Army, but I mean the Air Force and the Marines and the Coast Guard and the National Guard. But I'm just saying it's an all-volunteer world, and it's an interesting contrast.
I wish when I was in high school and graduated that I would have to go through boot camp. I mean, I really do, just to make me appreciate what the men and women who serve our country to protect our freedom do.
Yes.
And what they went through. Just a small portion of it. I think it it disciplines you and it matures you up pretty fast.
Yes, and I've been blessed because I was on the left coast. I was a police officer, and so I've been
Were
through
you
the police
really?
academy. Yes,
I did not
little
know
known
that.
secrets. There it is,
Okay,
folks.
all right.
But anyway, I was a police officer, and I did go through the police academy, and I will tell you that it was probably nothing like boot camp, but it sure felt like boot camp.
It had to be
me.
hard.
And it was extremely difficult, and I was very proud when I got through it. But I've always felt like I missed something because I'm at the age where I was almost going to Vietnam. My lottery number was 7.
Was it
when
really?
Richard
Wow.
Nixon canceled the draft. And I was already saying goodbye to all my friends and everything like that, but I just barely missed it. And to be perfectly candid, I've always felt like I truly did miss something by not going into the service. And now in my late life, I look at servicemen as, they've done something that I wasn't able to, and I'm very proud of them for doing that.
Well, we can all do our part here, and we can thank them, and we can bring awareness to what they've done, and we can remember them.
Sure, pay them back. If you see them in a restaurant and they're sitting alone eating, buy them lunch.
Absolutely.
Pay their bill.
Yes.
It's such an easy thing to do. Be inspired. That's what we do here, right? At
Yes.
Inspiration
Be nice.
Junkie
Be
Radio
kind.
Show. We inspire people. So be inspired. Get out there. Make a difference in the community you're in. Shake the hand of a veteran. They always wear caps and shirts and stuff like that. You can tell they're very proud to be veterans.
Yes.
Make them feel that pride, and thank a veteran when you see them.
Yes, okay. So let's go ahead and listen to Traveling Soldier by the Dixie Chicks on the Inspiration Junkie Show.